Welcome to Offgrid Victory. So we were away for this Arctic blast that hit basically most of the United States and Canada a week ago or so. And we weathered the storm pretty well, but we had a couple accidents. So, in our container home, normally we have it heated with our wood stoves. And the way I designed this container home, I don't really have to winterize anything except what is inside the container because all the water comes in and basically there are no external pipes to freeze or whatnot. But we did go on vacation to visit some family, and I did drain everything I thought properly, but I miscalculated, and lo and behold, like most of the most of the people in the Americas, I had a little bit of a water issue when I came home. So I had all the water turned off, so I really had nothing. But then I found this, right? So in my hands here are two L-type copper half-inch copper tubes, and I had a hot and a cold both freeze on me at the lowest point, and it burst. See these? And so, yeah, I mean, that's what happens in a hard freeze, right? Now, a couple years ago with the Texas storm and all, that was all fine because I was at home burning my wood stove and nothing got to freezing temperatures. But this time, because I was on vacation, um, this happened. But the nature of this video is not that you have frozen pipes, but the nature is, well, as a homesteader, you got to wear a lot of different hats and know how to do a lot of things. So one of the things here is sweating copper, right? So you have to be able to cut it out. So you need, something like this, a little pipe cutter. And of course, you need to be able to solder it back. So you need the tools to do that. First, to clean out the holes and get the surface ready for flux. And so flux right there. And then, of course, you need a brush to paint on that flux onto your end. So once you get shiny, and then of course you need repair parts like this, like couplers, right? So anyway, half-inch couplers, trying to sand it on both sides, inside of that side, made with the outside of this, and then you're ready to repair things like this. I don't know. Sometimes I do feel like I should adopt newer technologies like PEX, but I'm kind of old school, and so sweating copper is not a big deal. And yeah, I mean, as long as you're utilizing good stuff, good products, and of course, you know, things like this, sandpaper, things like this, flux, things like this, cutter, sanding equipment, pipe cleaning equipment like this. It's all useful, and of course you need a good torch. And this benzomatic torch I've had for many, many years. I actually use this to start fires in my stove too, so dual purpose, right? And this flexible hose line makes it really easy to do so. To go ahead and sweat copper and move it to different angles and blah, 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 versus the stationary one. And of course, I'm using propane here. Yeah, MAP gas is better, but, we'll get hotter. But propane works too, and I have lots of that propane stored on the homestead. So, yeah, if you run into an emergency, and mine wasn't an emergency, I mean, I was prepared to handle this stuff. But still, it's lessons learned, and it's always good to learn on the homestead of what can be done and what can't be. So, yes, be prepared, have the tools on hand, and I had all of this on hand. And believe it or not, I ran out of my last coupler, so I had to go to my neighborhood box store and buy these. But now I have extra, so if this happens again, which it won't because I'll be at home when it's this cold and burning my wood stove. But anyway, the next phase is if I do ever build something out on my homestead, I'll probably end up using PEX just because that's what everyone uses these days. And it's much easier to repair PEX than, of course, copper, right? And the price of copper is only going up, so once again, PEX may be the way to go in the future for me. I just had a lot of copper from the days when I ran with my father doing HVAC stuff. So I have a lot of copper still, different size, 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch, all of that around. So I'll continue to use it until I run out. But there is definitely a place for PEX, especially in these winter conditions, for easy repair. All right, that's what I wanted to say today. Alrighty, shalom, take care.